Peter Shanks, you're president of Cunard Line, so you're on board the ship and you have sailed from where to be with us?
We came round from Greenock last night, and I was on the bridge as we sailed up the Mersey and turned in front of thousands of Liverpudlians. It was a fantastic arrival.
Good, because Cunard originally comes from Liverpool, doesn't it? The line was founded here.
Yes, it's our spiritual home, it's our real home, and it was wonderful to see the Cunard flag flying on the Cunard building as we came up the Mersey this morning.
So this really is an anniversary both for the ship, which is 5 years old, is that correct?
Yes, this is the 5th anniversary of the launch of Queen Mary II back in 2004, and we have a lap of honour going right round the United Kingdom. And we've been in Greenock, where over 120 Cunards were built. Today in Liverpool, we then go down to Ireland, Cherbourg and back to Southampton. So it's been a real celebration of success for Queen Mary II.
And of course, Cunard started here in Liverpool in 1840, so something of an anniversary there as well.
No, we did indeed. In fact, 1840, 170 years ago, was when Cunard started. And next year, we'll be back with Queen Victoria to celebrate the Britannia's first sailing from Liverpool 170 years ago. So we're full of history and full of pride.
So will Queen Victoria be doing a round Britain cruise, or will she be off to New York from Liverpool?
Queen Victoria is doing a round Britain cruise next year, and she'll be calling in Liverpool.
So will the Queen Mary II set a precedent? Will she be back again, do you think, on future round Britain cruises to Liverpool?
Absolutely yes. I mean, this is the first of many visits. She's only 5 years young.
Yeah.
She'll be with us for nearly 40, maybe even 50 years, so we'll be coming back to Liverpool on many, many occasions.
So she's a very big and strong ship then, obviously.
Yeah, she's a true ocean liner. She's done over 750,000 miles in her first 5 years. This year, for example, she's been across the Atlantic over 25 times, and she's really performing very, very well indeed.
And I believe when QE2 was introduced 40 years ago, there was something of a crisis of confidence about transatlantic travel, but obviously with this ship and with QE2 before her, you proved that that is incorrect. People are still willing to travel across the Atlantic by sea.
People said the QE2 would never work, transatlantics will never work, and here we are some 40 years later, and this year, despite the recession, this ship had its finest year yet in terms of customer delivery and a very good profit as well. So Queen Mary II is really bucking the trend and doing well on the transatlantic.
So do you think you can grow the transatlantic market further and that maybe another ship might come in as a running mate?
No, I think on the transatlantic there's room for Queen Mary II and nobody else.
Right.
And we'll be running her for many years to come. But we're also expanding the Cunard fleet with the addition of Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And next year we'll have not only the most famous and oldest brand in cruising, we'll have the youngest fleet in the world. So quite a match-up.